Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, that's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Oh my goodness, what a morning it was. took a carload of artworks up the coast to my father-in-law's because I didn't want my artworks going into a heat box of a storage shed. On the way back, he wasn't home. On the way back, flying down the motorway, the highway, and hang on, wasn't that father-in-law? Anyhow, tried to call, didn't answer. Finally got to somewhere where I could turn around about 15 minutes later, worried that he might have had a health event or something. Headed back up the highway. He called, run out of petrol, so I kept going to the nearest town, bought a jerry can, filled it with petrol, worked my way back down to his vehicle on the side of the road, filled it up with fuel, and it still would not start. So he called the roadside service. Obviously, they did end up coming out and putting the car on the back of a tow truck. It's not a very old car, so I don't quite know what's wrong with it. But yeah, it was just one of those mornings where I just lost about 2 hours there. So I'm on a little bit late. I do apologize for that. And yes, the pictures are off the wall. And of course, then I got home and realized I'd forgotten to take that one with me. And I had forgotten to take this one with me, which sits in my above my desk. Love this artwork. It's one that I saw. It's an original. Saw it at a market years and years and years ago and loved it so much that I could not. 2013. There you go. That's how long ago. I could not leave without it. So it reminds me of Spot, although it's not actually Spot. It just really reminds me of him. Okay, where on earth do I start today? Entertainment only. Actually, I'm going to pause you and show you something else. Hang on a sec. As I said, it's one of these days, so I had to show you this as well. This arrived on my doorstep yesterday from the vets. Yeah, it says Cheeky. I mean, Cheeky was Sneaks' actual official name, but isn't that absolutely beautiful from the vets? Some of them are artificial flowers, but they look gorgeous, but the majority of them are real, and look at the roots in the jar. So I had to Google yesterday to work out how to look after the water plants, so I know all about it now. But oh my goodness, from the vets, I couldn't believe it. And I rang and spoke to them, and the receptionist there, who is just a lovely, lovely, lovely person, said that the vets themselves were just devastated that Sneaks had passed. Obviously, wouldn't be human if you didn't, but they were just so thankful for the way I dealt with it, and the fact that I had let them know that I had heard Sneaks coming down the hallway, so we already knew she had passed that night. So what a beautiful oh my goodness, just beautiful, beautiful people in the world. Such beautiful people. Okay, what do I have a look at? First of all, where on earth do I start? I'm going to have a look at the No Kings rally, protest, festival, however you like to put it. I have put in my post section a website link that you can put your postcode in, or your zip code, or whatever you call it over there, and it will show you where your nearest No Kings gathering is for the 18th. And I just want to report in a little bit of yes, thank you, tick, we'll have that. Candace Owens was her visa, she appealed her visa denial and lost. So Candace Owens will not be coming to Australia. Thank you very much, and we do appreciate that. Sniffy Jr. also was denied a visa, amongst others as well. So, I mean, I think that was last year or the year before that Sniffy was denied. Yes, love living in Australia on occasion, a lot of the times actually. Okay, where on earth do I start? News has come out. My guide said this the other day, that they would find a way to pay the troops, but not actually pay them, that it would be some sort of bonus check or something. Announcements come out that apparently they're going to dip into an $8 billion um, un unobligated, I can't even read my own writing some days, unobligated research development testing fund. So it was $8 billion that was allocated to the military in the last financial or fiscal year, however you like to put it, and was not used in that fiscal year, which means it should, pretty much just roll over. But no, they've decided to, the government or the regime, let me put it that way, has decided to dip into the Research Development Testing Fund to give the troops a paycheck. Opens them right up for all sorts of legal action because this should be approved by Congress, but Congress is closed at the moment, and I don't think Congress would approve it anyhow because it is a manipulation of the system and blah, 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 blah. So let's just see. Actually, I'll throw a couple of cards. Let's have a look. I'm just going to use my yes/no cards. There's 12 yes, 12 no, and 2 blank. So if you can hear that, the dishwasher's going at the moment. That's not my guides talking. But if you hear distinct words, especially a gruff voice, that is Meister. A gruff male is Meister, softly spoken is Narin. And if you hear a sassy female popping her chewing gum, that is Surishin. Okay, let's have a look. Just yes, no, guys. Yes, no. Just been poker shuffling. I'll just bring you down so you can see that I am shuffling, not peeking or anything. Will the regime be able to give the troops some money out of this $8 billion unused research development testing? Will they be able to actually do it? Will they get away with it? Well, yes and no. Okay, that's interesting. Yes and no, those two cards stuck. So let's ask another question. Will they attempt to? Will they attempt to? Sorry, I'll just pull my undershirt up a little bit there. Got a bit much cleavage hanging out. Not that I've got any. Will they attempt to draw on this research development testing? No. Okay. Maybe not attempt. Will they? Will they? Full stop. Will they? Will the government, will the regime write checks against the Research Development Testing Fund to pay troops? No, they won't. Okay, that's no. So that's pretty definite. Next question, I suspect, is do they want to? Because I got that yes, no, do they want to? And there's a yes as I split the deck. That no. Let's have a look. Do they want to? Do they want to? Are they considering it? Is this regime considering? Yes. Okay. So that's telling me yes, that yes, they want to. Yes, they're considering it. Yes, they're trying to work out how they can do it. No, I don't think they're going to be able to. So that'll be really telling. Okay, let's have a look at the No Kings. There's a lot that I want to get through today. So let's get started. Okay, let's have a look. I post a lot of things in my post section, videos. Oh, the UCL Jack Smith conversation is over there. I have not had a chance to look at it. Thank you to my fabulous Bloodhound researcher, viewer who found that for me or just kept an eye out for it and sent it, emailed it to me. I haven't had a chance to look at it. I will definitely be watching that this evening, so at least listening to it. Okay, so go and check that out. And Tea on Tuesday. Oh my goodness. I don't know how she keeps her head around all that she was covering, but fantastic video there about the breaking down of everything that's happening within the regime. Now, I'm using my Gilded Tarot Royale to set my intentions, The no kings. Viva la frog! Absolutely, viva la frog! Love it, love it, love it. And even if you can't order yourself a blow-up costume, perhaps if you can borrow your nieces or nephews, what do they call them? The pajama over things that have unicorn horns or zebras and monkeys and all the rest of it. Oh, I know what they're called. You know what they're called too, the really, really warm ones. See if you can borrow something like that just to really get in the mood of it. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. We call them, the official name is Uddies over here, but I can't remember what they're actually, just their generic name is. The No Kings Parade. How is that going to go? Now, certain elements are trying to paint it as the anti-American parade. Yeah, come on, I kind of think No Kings is actually about as pro-American, pro-United States as you could possibly get. Carrying on about Antifa, well, considering Antifa actually means anti-fascist, it means that, okay, well, if you're anti-fascist, does that mean you're pro-fascist? Double negative equals a positive. So how's the No Kings Parade going to go? Let's have a look. Come on down. Now being told to do a wider spread, entertainment only, just to get the energies happening. Okay. Ace of Cups. A lot of coming together, a lot of emotion, new partnerships, new beginnings, emotionally overwhelming. It's going to be amazing. Let me just put it that way. It is going to be a lot of emotional upwelling. Now, I'm just going to say you are going to find people there who have voted for the orange twerp for 3 times saying, I can't believe I was duped, or he lied to us. Don't go, I told you so. Just go, I understand. Welcome, that sort of, be polite is basically what I'm getting. Because there's going to be a lot of people there that are really emotional, who have had a wake up as to that they were duped big time. Okay. The second signifier is the Knight of Wands. This can be some inflammatory action. Okay, just be aware, so an inflammatory messaging here, that the regime is going to put out some really, it'll all be smoke, it'll all be hot air, but they are going to put out a lot of inflammatory messaging. Ergo, if you go, we're going to fire water cannons and rubber bullets and stuff at you. Never forget the Australian reporter on live television shot in the leg with a rubber bullet by a guy that deliberately turned and aimed at her. There was another one that wasn't on live TV, but we saw the aftermath. I think it was a British journalist who had been hit by a plastic bullet and required emergency surgery. There may be pockets of inflammatory going ups, happenings. Just be aware, protect yourself, stay away from them. If it's just one person who's just being stupid, feel free to just form a safe circle around them at a distance. But if it's breaking windows, if it's attacking cars with baseball bats or anything like that, make yourself scarce. Film it and make yourself scarce. Okay. Energy behind the scenes, the 3 of Pentacles, the planning, the coming together. As I said, there's a website to put your postcode, zip code or whatever in. This is about the planning behind the scenes happening. This is the energy behind the scenes. And then we've got the 5 of Pentacles. For those that are feeling disenfranchised, that are feeling cast out, abandoned, etc. So this is the energy behind the scenes. Those that have lost, they've had a FOMO moment, I didn't think it would happen to me, you know, that all that sort of thing. These are the people that will be attending. So we've got the two pentacles there. Pentacles can be about opportunities. These are opportunities for those that are disenfranchised and kicked out of the cool kids club to have their voices spoken. And it's not the cruel kids club, let me put it that way. Okay, the energy out of the organizations, the Two of Swords. There might be some change of venues at last minute. There might be some on-the-fly decisions that need to be made. Just keep yourself plugged into the social media announcements, etc. That's what I'm getting out of this card, out of the organization. There might be some last-minute decisions that need to be made. But then we have the Magician, the manifestation, the creating something out of nothing. And it is very much about the ball is in the court of the people. Not talking legal court, I'm talking tennis court here. To make this the most overwhelming, powerful, because it is power to the people with the Magician. Double meaning might also be is don't turn up, type of manipulation. But I don't think that's going to happen. The karma hanging over it, the Four of Wands, it is very much all about family values. Now, I'm not talking about mum and dad and two kids. I'm talking about the kitchen table issues here. People are finding themselves trapped by the messaging that's been coming out, and the second trapped card. Because these ones are trapped by the messaging, and these people are feeling as this is the energy over this No Kings rally. Feeling like they don't have a voice, feeling like they, you know, it's kitchen table issues. They're feeling like they've had everything stripped away from them that they took for granted. Okay, so the outcome, Five of Cups. Oh, I don't like that. Disappointment. There might not be as big a turnout as we would hope. The Page of Cups, but there is going to be a unexpected orator that comes out of this with the Cups. Emotional disappointment and loss. It could be that with the emotional disappointment and loss there is an unexpected turnout, but let's see where it goes. The World card, endings and beginnings, and then we've got the Four of Pentacles. I feel it's going to be, do not believe what gets reported is what I'm getting from that card. You could add probably a 0 onto the end of the numbers reported. If they say 100 turned out in your town, you could put money on it being 1,000. That sort of energy with trying to keep things subdued. There's no sort of danger cards here. Emotional disappointment and an unexpected coming forward. Okay. You've got loss, heartbreak, disappointment, Three of Swords, Three of Wands, 2 3s here. Beginning of a journey when something is coming to fruition. We've got the King of Wands, which is we the people. And then you've got the High Priestess and strength. The feminine spiritual strength. Powerful feminine strength here. Heartbreak and disappointment at what is happening with that Three of Wands. This is plans, the ship coming in, the plans coming to rest. And we, the people, are going to be a display of strength. I'm really feeling, okay, I want to ask specifically, the energies behind it is, it's not sort of this huge, powerful, they're not giving me huge, powerful cards. There's sort of a disappointment and a subduedness to it. But is that because of people are disappointed? Or is that the turnout? Let's have a look. I know you guys are going. If you can, and if you can't, send light and energy, and feel free to make a sandwich and give people water bottles or whatever you can do is okay. Will there be a big turnout for the No Kings rally? Right. The Chariot, movement forward, chaos, movement forward. It's also my card for the military. Okay, let's ask the first question. I'll put that aside because that's my military card. Will the No Kings rally go ahead? Will the No Kings rallies go ahead? Will the No Kings rallies actually go ahead unless something stops it? Right, the devil. Oh. Right, this is the here and now though. This is the devil. The greed, the addiction, the beastly ghastliness, the ego of the ego, pride, ego, um, just all that is awful. Those that are dancing the tune of the devil in the here and now. Okay, because this is here and now, past, going forward. See, challenged by the Knight of Pentacles. Can be my mercenary card, but it can also be solid, dependable, movement forward, slow movement forward. Challenged by, I'm just feeling like this solid energy of the people. It's like a mass that is moving forward. Okay, let's see where it goes. We've got the abuse of power at the bottom, the energy that they're stewing in at the moment. Will the rally go ahead? This is the energy that the devil is stewing in, the abuse of power, the betrayal, the deceit, the lies, the win at any cost. Don't like that card there. In the past, the burden of the messaging, the Ten of Wands. End of cycle stuff. They know the end is here and now. They're desperately trying to slog uphill with all these plans that they've got. But overburdened, overreach. And on the defensive. Okay, this worries me a little bit. Here's the decision that will need to be made at the last minute. Wondering if there's a threat that comes out from the regime, that if they go ahead, the military will be turned on them. Let's see, because there's the regime itself externally right next to this abuse card. Will it go ahead internally? Not liking what's on offer, having to think about it. There might be some, with the book here, there might be some legal page flicking happening very quickly. Hopes and fears, again, another two of Pentacles, deciding whether to go ahead. Will it go ahead? The Wheel of Fortune. It is time. The Death card, bringing things to an end, and the Voters. I think it's going to go ahead regardless, but the organisers, I think the organisers have been, the organisers are going to be in two minds about whether to call it off or not. Because here's my military card, and I wonder whether there's a threat to deploy treason, but you've then got temperance. That will bring about a Tower moment. What, 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana finishing up there, and then we have the Ace of Swords coming through. Okay. Oh, and there's that Ace of Cups on the bottom again. So I'm thinking, yes, they will. Got circles of support, a lot of headlines coming out. what I'm getting from that is that the organisers are going to be in two minds as to whether to go ahead, um, because I think there's going to be the regime is going to threaten with military action or something along those lines. It'll be, I think they'll go ahead, but they'll go ahead as, how do I put it? Um, not official. Does that make sense? It'll be a spontaneous. Okay, and then we've got justice on the bottom there as I'm poker shuffling. I'm getting that the organisers will probably put out something on social media to cancel it, but the people will go anyhow. Does that make sense? Because I think what I'm getting is that the organisers are going to be threatened with potentially the military being deployed or something. It's hot air. They can't legally deploy the military, the regime, and the military probably won't go, but it's culmination stuff. I wonder if that's why. I know a few readers have been picking up the 17th, the day before, as something really important happening. Okay, will the organisers find themselves under threat? Will the organisers find themselves under threat? Come on down, let's have a look. Right, the Six of Cups, something from the past as the signifier card. It's also my Epstein Files card, but let's see where this goes. An offer being made, the challenge is an offer being made or something being presented that they don't like and they don't want to be a part of. Okay, let's see where this goes. The World card, first of all, the world is watching, but this is about the ending of a cycle and a new cycle. In the past, we've got the Mercenary, crowning the reading, having to make a decision about whether to go ahead or not. Are they under threat? Here's another decision that needs to be made. Two of Wands, immediate future. This feels like this is happening before Saturday. Saturday? Is it Saturday the 18th? They're building on the last No Kings, but there's something that they are being presented with that is giving them second thoughts. The mood has shifted. The cycle has changed. There's something here. Externally, the Ace of Cups. First of all, it's a yes card, big yes card. That's a big yes card too. Emotional, overwhelming. Externally, internally, the Death card. I get that they're going to officially call it off. Internally, it could be death threats, or it could simply be an ending. Hopes and fears. The Two of Cups. Look at these twos. We're getting a lot of twos. Discussions happening about having to make a decision. We've got the outcome as the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Empress, who is epitomizes all the queens. The outcome's huge feminine energy. Huge feminine energy. We've got the false victory. We've got information about the votes coming out. We've got the abuse of power. We've got the plan coming to fruition and finding the plan fully exposed. Yeah, I am really thinking that officially they're going to call it off because certain elements do the false victory information coming out about I think it's going to go ahead. I think it's going to go ahead, and it is women that are going to lead it. As more information about the election steal comes out, there might even be something that comes out this week. It feels chaotic this week. I'm just seeing what's on the bottom. We're having to defend themselves, legal action, strength, downfall, an unexpected message, loss, devil, unable to harvest, harsh truth, unable to get the plans through. I know we're looking at 3 days' time. This week is feeling chaotic. It's almost like officially the festival, celebration, protest, whatever you like to call it. What you looking at, Spotty? Officially gets called off. But the women say, hell no. And it goes ahead anyhow. All I can say is just be aware of your surroundings. Be careful, stay in safe groups, know your exit points, have a good time. It's what it's all about, having a good time and enjoying the energy. But don't be surprised if it gets called off at the last minute. Okay, love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.